welcome everyone to this week's of Making Art Public. Finally, we have another female artist with us, with pizzazz, with nosh, with everything you got. We got some girl power up in here, some woman power, some ovaries. Yes, Lucia Leon is with us today. Going to share about her beautiful windows that she created downtown, and we cannot wait to talk and meet with her. So welcome, Lucia. So nice to finally meet you.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Of course. So we can't wait to find out all about you as an artist. Where did you grow up?
I am actually from Blythe, California, which is not too far from Coachella, the Valley.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And did you go to school there as well?
I did. I graduated there from high school, and then I joined the Navy after.
Oh, wow, the Navy! Strong and powerful in every way. I ain't mad. So, like, after the Navy, did you go to art school, or was art something that was always in you? How did you become an artist? How did this come about?
I've always liked to draw and paint on my own until I finally got a group of friends that were also into what I was into. And then I was able to express myself more with them and their help and their guidance. So that's how I built up that. That was just always a hobby of mine.
Yeah. Just always a hot. And do you remember like the first day you realized, or how old you were when you realized that you could draw?
I used to draw in middle school, but I didn't have a lot of friends who liked to draw, especially girls. So I would just be in my room and draw and keep it to myself and not really show anybody. It was kind of just like a strict secret of mine growing up.
Wow, we're so happy you let your secret out, and it's like sharing it with us. So tell me a little bit more about your journey as an artist. When you went into the Navy, did you do any art or any doodling while you were in the service?
I did just at home, not so much out. Couldn't really get in trouble or get myself into other things too much. So I was very confined at that time with trying to paint, and I wasn't really focused on that at the time.
And so what was the turning point in your life that you're like, I want to do this. I want to be an artist. Like, when was that?
When I moved to Phoenix, I went to college out there for computer information. It has nothing to do with art. But there is a large art community in Phoenix that has First Fridays, which is a large art walk downtown. And so I started going, and then eventually started selling, and then eventually getting with other groups of people, and then painting walls with them. And so it just kind of snowballed from there.
And how did you go about getting this first bench? Not the bench, but like the window. Like, how did that go about happening?
So when I moved back to the Valley 2 years ago, I have a friend, the owner of Flat Black there in Palm Desert.
Yay, Flat Black!
He actually had put me in contact with the Palm Springs Arts Commission to paint the graffiti park. And so I have a piece there also. And that's when I met Russell. And Russell is the one who reached out to me this time about the windows.
Nice shout out to Russell. Russell's making a pop off with the hot art happening up in the Coachella Valley. We're gonna have to give him another shout out.
Yeah.
So the piece that you have that's in the skate park, how did you come up with that concept, and what is it about? Tell me.
So what I do mostly is 3D lettering and 3D pieces. And so that's what I did at that park. Has my name with different shapes to fill in the wall, and different effects of shadowing and lighting. And that's what I mostly paint.
And tell us about your heart. Like, I want to talk about your heart for a minute, like literally and figuratively. The one that you painted, like, how did you, it's so beautiful. Like when you see it, it
Thank
like
you.
grabs you. Like, how did you come up with the three-dimensional breakdown of creating this heart? And also, please tell our viewers, where is this heart located so their heart can beat just as fast as my heart beat when I first saw it? Tell them.
Oh, thank you. The windows are at Diane's, which is I think it's called the Mercado Plaza.
Mhm.
Right behind Ruby's Diner, there's Maracas and a sushi place there in downtown. Um, so the heart that I did with the shape, it was the concept of keeping everything together, even though things are falling apart. Like the world right now is really crazy, and a lot of things are going on that people kind of are out of their element. Some people are a little bit worse than you would expect them to react, you know. But I feel like if you can just keep yourself together and focus with love, with heart and intention of your heart, things will be fine and just keep moving forward. And so that's why I made a bunch of different pieces. They're all individual pieces, but in one heart together. That was
Oh,
that concept.
that's such a beautiful concept. I feel like the whole world should listen to your heart and should follow along with what you created. It's so beautiful and so moving. Now, do you feel that like creating such a piece could help like us heal in this time of unrest?
I think so. I would hope so. I feel like right now a lot of people need inspiration, motivation, a way to for them to also express themselves and see that others are also doing it and maybe motivate them to want to also paint something or sing or dance or whatever it is that they do to push forward out of all this like a negative knot right now, you know, of things. So that's how we need to elevate ourselves to get out of that and move forward.
And has the self quarantining, the COVID, has that affected you as an artist being able to create, or has it changed the kinds of art you create?
It kind of slowed down. We had a lot of events and things going on lined up that had to be canceled. So
Mm.
it kind of slowed down a little bit, but it was awesome that Russell came out of nowhere with this. And I had literally just stopped working like a week or two prior to that. So I
Uh-huh.
had the time to spend the week there and be in Palm Springs Monday through Thursday and work on the windows. And I was very appreciative of that.
And tell us, like, because I know that you've done three different windows, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so tell our viewers about your three individual windows and what it meant to you to create each of those windows and the message you wanted to convey when you did.
So on another window, I have another heart. It's also rainbow, but the colors are blended. And
Mhm.
it's more that concept was more of never be afraid to show your true colors. So all the colors were there and blended together, but also 3D-ish. You know, it has to be the 3D in there. So that was the concept of that heart on the other window. And in the middle, Russell and the owner of Diane's had asked me to do just my thing, my 3D thing. So with the being yourself heart and the keeping it together heart in the middle was a face that is meditative. And then at the top, crystals and light and 3D portions are coming out. Like when you can keep it together and use your heart and be yourself, all this beautifulness can come out of your head, out of you.
And let me tell our viewers, when you're standing in front of this, you feel all of
Oh,
that.
good, good, good. Glad.
You really do. It is such a magnificent piece of work. It's so uplifting, especially in this time. Like when you while you were painting it, did you come across any adversity? Were people just really super supportive of what you're doing? How was it for you to work in the streets of Palm Springs?
Oh, everybody that passed by there, the little kids wanted to stand and take pictures, and people were offering me walls in their businesses. I had somebody, a photographer who also has a studio in downtown,
Uh-huh.
take pictures, and he gave me his email and we exchanged information. Everybody was so loving and supportive, and I really love that.
And are there any projects that you have or would like to have coming up to continue that trajectory of like positivity? What would you like to see in Palm Springs?
Well, it sucks that nothing's going on right now, but I would do a lot of I tried to vend in the street fair and, spread it that way, kind of spread it that way in vending. Also, at the monthly art walk at the Westfield Mall, also with Flat Black.
Mhm.
Um, it's just keeping moving and moving the energy around and seeing different people and being in different places. Just right now, it's not working. Things are closed down. People are not doing that right now. But I would love for that to pick up again and extend to other people.
And while the momentum is a little bit slower now, are you creating work at home right now, or are you waiting for upcoming projects?
I am taking time to myself. Finally, there's a little break, because I also need to learn more and keep improving and see where I need to do better on myself also before I go and try to be positive. I also need to grow and do it myself and not just talk about it. So that's
Right.
what I've been doing right now.
And tell us about the concept when Russell first came to you. Shout out to Russell, our other
Yeah.
Palm Springs commissioner. Thank you, thank you. How did you come up for like the concept? Like, I don't know if I hope I'm not repeating myself, but I want like our viewers to know more about the process as an artist, like from beginning to end. Like, for instance, when that opportunity came up, did you know exactly what you wanted to put up there? Or was there something that you're like, oh, this would work? Like, tell us how your process as an artist to create something, how does that transpire?
So it helped that the owner had picked me because of the wall that I have at the graffiti park, because he likes the 3D wall of it. So, I mean, it helped that I had a direction that he did want 3D in the way that I do my things. But
Mhm.
also, like we said, because of everything going on now, and I had 3 windows to fill, I wanted to incorporate what everybody's going through right now and just hopefully try to inspire a little bit or maybe uplift somebody for a second. Even that is great. So that's what I came up with. Obviously, the centerpiece is really 3D, and then the hearts were just messages for me to give out. That's how I
And
put that.
and with your other work, do you find like a theme running through your work? Is it always inspiring and inspirational, or do you have like other themes as well?
Usually, I just do 3D lettering and my name and maybe like color schemes. Not normally. Maybe like this now, more that I work more in the public. When I have more things in public, I want it to say something. I
Right.
don't just want it to be, me and my things that I do at home or whatever.
Right.
Anytime it is for sale or when I go to vend or do it like in downtown, for instance, I do want it to have a statement to people.
And gosh, I just feel like there's just so much more that as a female artist, like, do you find like there's so much more competition, or do you feel like there's very few and far between female artists? And I mean, how are you navigating the artistic landscape?
I feel like it's few and far between, but I feel like now also there has been more and more female artists. And so we try to get together and empower each other and help each other because this is a male-dominated environment in mail or graffiti or spray painting. So we try to, like for instance, last year we had, or earlier this year, an all-female art show. And so it's different females from different areas, and we all get together and show our work and perform and do whatever it is that we do, share poetry, all aspects, right? Just to help each other out. That way, that the female artist gets stronger and elevates also. And like we also need to put in our hard work, just like the men, and not ask for, you know, pass-throughs or anything. We got to do it to ourselves. And so we need to pass that on and bring other people also and help them to be strong and confident in what they do.
And if there's a little girl out there watching this video that's like, I want to be an artist like her, what would you tell her?
Oh, to not let boys intimidate her, tell her that she can't do it. She needs to block them out, you know, everybody out, whoever has anything negative to say, and literally just follow your heart and do what you love. And that is always like a successful, inspiring thing, no matter what it is that you're into.
And as an artist, do you find yourself wanting to create something more impactful, or is there something that you always dreamed of wanting to create that if you could create, what would it be?
I do want to do larger scale, like murals, for instance, but it also takes practice, and that's something right now that I'm working on. I draw small, like whatever's bigger than my wrist is kind of hard for me to scale. So that's something that I'm working on right now. That's a goal of mine, to be able to do an entire mural.
Yeah. So thank you, Lucia. It's been an amazing, amazing to be able to talk to you, to be able to talk to another female artist. Like, it's such, you're such an inspiration, and I'm really excited and happy that you're creating more public art. We're going to see more public art from you. We're going to just see more art from you.
Yes, yes.
And if you're out there and if you're walking about downtown and you're perusing and you see the benches, go to Mercado, check out these windows, stand in her glory and watch and contemplate, and you'll see how amazing this beautiful blended heart is, and how that message like conveys through your ecosystem. And then look at the other one that's all these different pieces, because just like Coachella Valley, we're like this different, we're all different here. And to make a heart that has all these different pieces fitting together as one, it's just sheer brilliance. So if you're out and about socially distancing with your mask on, definitely take a look at Lucia Leon's artwork. And do you have a website by chance? Do you have a website that people can hit you up on?
I do not. I normally show all my things through Instagram. So
Instagram, give us your handle so we can check you out.
My handle is Lioness DVC.
And does it have any significance, like any history behind you picking that handle?
Yes. So like I said, I was in the Navy, and everybody knows you by your last name, and my last name is Leon. So I had a group of friends who we used to write music. We used to MC, and so they gave me the name Lioness, and DVC is our crew.
So fitting, such an honor. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Wonderful to talk to you. We're so excited. We cannot wait to see more of your artwork, and we will interview you hopefully again and see more work from you.
Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, today for tuning in and watching. And I hope you learned something wonderful, inspiring, and you're learning so much more about art. So thank you so much today. Goodbye. Have a good one, you guys. Take care.
Thank you.
Bye.